Hello everybody. As you can probably see, I had a haircut and a perm, when I was visiting my mom this past weekend. Um, anyway, today I'm going to be talking about, the best stock you should be investing in the next 2 months, and that's the Exelixis stock. That's EXELIXIS, and this is one of the top stocks. I would say the number one stock you should be putting your investment money into. You should be shifting your investment portfolio so that this is a featured stock, and I'm going to get into some more information as to why that is. So I have actually stayed up the past few nights. I've had very little sleep, and a lot of that was because I just couldn't help myself. I was just got very intrigued by Exelixis. That's EXELIXIS, and I was very intrigued, and I hadn't really heard about that company before, and I saw that their share was up 0.22, that's 1.31% in the last 72 hours. And so currently that is in the NASDAQ, the EXEL NASDAQ, that is estimated at $17.42 in US currency, and that's projected over the next month to increase significantly, and within the next year that is also expected to go into the green. So I'm going to go into why you should be investing and a little bit about this company. So in terms of the equity market and the long position on this stock, I would recommend that you just look into their bid amount of 17.42 times 900, which is pretty serious in this case. I would say this is something I haven't really seen before. So it's 17.42 times 900 in the bid, and then we have the range as 17.10 to 17.46, and that's really crucial for the derivatives on this stock, which I'm going to explain a little bit later, but I also wanted to discuss the Forex markets going on here. So we're seeing a PE ratio, which is a TTM of 8.91, and we have the EPS TTM at 1.96. So it's really something to look out for. Definitely put this on your radar. If not, just run to your computer and go onto your preferred investment app or website, and definitely just start looking into the equities and the future commodities of this stock. I think that you'll find that it really works for most situations. So right now we have the forward dividend and yield as unequitable, non-accessible, but that is going to change within the next 6 months. And we have the 1-year target estimated at 24.50. So that's pretty serious. And if you're looking at the growth there and just calculating that really quickly in your head, you'll find that the commodities within the Forex industry is in a long position, and shorting will most likely not happen until speculators have borrowed shares of stock and sell them on the open market within the next, I would say, 2 years. So you're really looking at something that is a debate against short selling in this case. And when you look at the spot market here, I would definitely stay in this zone and not sell too quickly, because you're going to seem bullish to investors in the market. So right now the volume is at 1,232,386, and average volume within the market according to Yahoo Finance is 3,108,218. And the PE ratio, I think I might have just mentioned this, but it's 8.91. I just think that's a really important statistic here. And we have a market cap at 5.293B. and the beta 5-year monthly target is 1.72. So definitely consider your earnings in a long range scenario. In this case, it's better to be bearish, and you just definitely want to have a clear market sentiment before you start short selling yourself. There are so many options here, and I would say to definitely stay away from call options. Consider your put options and contact buyers to sell stock at a set price before the set date within the next year and a half. So definitely just sit on that for a while. You might consider covered calls, I would say, within the next 6 months. And I would just recommend really being conservative when you do your buy right orders. And again, that's within the next 6 months. Right now, it's a fair value. And I'm just going to go into some more information on that. Okay, so I'm just going to go over Excelsis, which is EXELIXIS. I'm just going to go over what it is standing at among some different markets so that you have a comprehensive view of where it is and where it's going, and any of the drawbacks to investing in this. So right now, the Dow rate is 131.57, which a futures return of 0.46%. We have the SP 500 at 3,249.26 with a rate of 23.7 with a futures return of 74%. I'm sorry, that's 0.74%. We have the NASDAQ at 9,258.02 with a rates of 107.08 with a futures return of 1.17%. That's a lot. Global Dow we have at 3,166.13, and we have a rate a little low here of 5.25, and we have a futures a very low of 0.17% growth. And then we have, as we know, gold is not at an all-time high anymore. It's actually pretty much at an all-time low, and we're looking at a really devastating financial attack on the gold interest rate right now. So that is very low, especially among Asian markets, and the rate of return, I would just, I think this is really known all over, but just really stay away from gold right now. It's just not good. Oil doing a little bit better than gold, still doing pretty badly, especially among European markets, and that's just what we get.